the game Operation, the Team Hoyt, Boyd, the father that his son has cerebral palsy and his dad does the marathons and pushes him in the wheelchair and stuff. You ever seen them before?
They're on social media.
Yeah, I'll have
Right?
to say,
Yeah.
it's nuts. So, and Dave Clark was a minor league pitcher for like 17 years or something like that in the minor leagues, and he pitched from crutches. He's like 5'2". He used to throw a knuckleball.
Oh, wow.
But he would be on the mound. You could see him on the mound with crutches pitching.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
Terry Bradshaw writing the forward.
Oh, cool.
So it's amazing. So yeah,
That's exciting. And
I'm
then,
very humbled to be in it because, to be honest with you, like, everybody's famous but me. And it's like everybody's there, me flipping the page like, wow, they're in here. Wow, who is this guy?
well, you're making a name for yourself, and it sounds like you may be helping other people's make a name for themselves. So that's good. Now, when is the book coming out?
It's I guess a little bit probably towards the summer. It's called pulling each other along, or pulling along. I forget what it's called exactly, but Dave Clark Baseball. They're the ones who are putting the project together. And
Awesome.
they asked me to be in it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow, that's an honor. That really is great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. But I'll tell you something. It is hard to write something like that. Like,
It's hard
you know
to
what I'm
write.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Holy cow.
it's also very therapeutic though. So I'm sure you felt like very relieved to tell your story.
Yeah, yes and no, because there were times where, like, I'd have to go back and fix things, and, like, just reading, some of the things about, because I just kind of just wrote it, and then they went and edited it, and, just reading and it would bring back memories of things that, like, I went through and stuff like that, it was really tough, going through and doing.
Yep, I know. I wrote that cancer book about me going through cancer, and it's really. I actually recorded the audiobook and I never released it because you could hear me crying and I was like, I don't want to put this out. I'm probably at a place now where I could do it because it's been 5 years, but it was really, I know what you're saying. It's very raw and you're reliving all of that stuff. You kind of put aside. Yeah, I totally get it, Jay.
Try not to think about.
I know it.
You got to tell out in detail, and it's
Yeah, it's hard. It's rough. So there was one other question. Now, if people want to know more about the Stingrays, how do they find you, and what is the website?
Honestly, right now, we're having a new website created. So our old website's really not up to date. We're creating a whole new site. But on Facebook, like, we have tons of stuff, pictures and stuff like that. Our Facebook page is Florida Stingrays Football, or you can find me, Jay Lawrence, on there as well.
Okay, awesome. And I do follow the Stingrays. Yeah. So, yep, I'm already a fan. I'm excited.
That's awesome, man. We love having as many fans as we can get. You know, it's not an easy thing that we do, but it's definitely worth it when we started a football program with the Police Athletic League down at the Stars complex called the PAL Stingrays.
Oh.
And it's like some of our players, our former head coach, who's also very, he's involved with the front office. He just doesn't have time to do the coaching now. Chris Morant, he started the program with the police as a way to get the police into the Dunbar community with these kids so that they get to know each other more on a personal level, more than just as a cop, but more as like a mentor, a coach, somebody that they know. So you never know what could happen in the future where maybe this kid knows something's going down and he feels close enough to somebody to tell him.
Yeah, and, I love that. That's a nice complex too. It's not that far from my house, but yeah, that's awesome. I love that. And that's another community outreach thing you guys are doing.
Yeah, that's one. I don't get to do a whole lot with it, but our coach Chris has done an amazing job in the Fort Myers Police Department. Have really put a lot into it, and it's really cool. I think it's something very therapeutic for the community there.
Well, I love that. This has been a real treat. I'm so glad to hear your voice. I'm glad everything is going well, and I really am going to be at the first game. I'm very excited. So
I can't wait.
Thank you, Jay. If you, hopefully I can pop in and just wave at you and say, hey, it's me. It was great.
You'll see me riding around. I'll be, here to there, but yeah, you definitely can come. Yeah, you got to give me a hug.
Oh, I will. Oh, I definitely am going to give you a hug. All right, well, thanks for being on, Jay. Again, Stingrays Football. Check it out on Facebook. And thank you, Jay. It was great talking to you.
You too, Angelina. Thank you
take
so much.
care. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.